This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 389, The Big Wins Manifesto, Part 1, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And I am Dan, your host here on the show. I'm here each weekday reading to you from some of the best personal finance blogs anywhere. And today's post is from Ramit. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, this episode is being brought to you by SendPro from Pitney Bowes. SendPro has 3 times the features of Stamps.com at 1/3 the price. Visit pb.com/finance to learn more and to try it free for 90 days. After that, you'll get SendPro for only $5 per month. That's 1/3 of the cost of Stamps.com. And that special $5 rate is good for the lifetime of your SendPro subscription, but only when you sign up at pb.com/finance. Now, like earlier this week, this is a longer post for you, so I'm going to break it up into 2. So for now, let's hear part 1 as we optimize your life. The Big Wins Manifesto, Part 1, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. Compare 2 people trying to get an edge in life. John, 28, earned $62,000 a year as a project manager. He used to have $8,200 in credit card debt from overspending, but he's been slowly paying it down over the last 2 years, and it's now at $6,400. How? He tried all the typical personal finance advice. He set up a budget, he tried to cut back on his daily lattes, and he made sure to make a list of goals he wanted to achieve. Yet last week, he took an honest look at his life and realized he's still treading water. Despite paying off part of his debt, he still has years ahead of being in debt, plus no real savings, no investment, and something always comes up, causing him to yo-yo back and forth on his goals. Chris, 32, earns approximately $120,000. 4 years ago, Chris was making about $60,000 a year, but he was barely getting by. He had $50,000 of student loan debt, and most days would eat the free snack bars at his office instead of buying lunch. Yet within 4 years, Chris paid off $50,000 of debt, amassed a savings account of tens of thousands of dollars, and more than doubled his salary. To do this, he set up automated systems to pay off his debt. He turned his skills into a side income to earn over $1,000 a month on the side. He knew he was slightly socially awkward, so he spent time joining courses to improve his social skills and ended up negotiating multiple salary increases, including over a $50,000 raise 2 months ago. The difference between the 2 people? John focused on tiny, meaningless tactics that experts told him he should do. Chris, the successful student with the dramatic results, focused on doing a few important things and mastering them. He focused on big wins. Chris is, in fact, a real person, the only student who has joined every single one of my courses. A national reporter also wrote about Chris in a recent 6-page Fortune profile of my teachings. There's a reason why many of my IWT students have results like Chris, results that include earning tens of thousands of dollars more every year, paying off $50,000 in debt, and leapfrogging their peers to land their dream job in their 20s, while so many other people are stuck cutting back on $3 lattes with no discernible results and a side of soul-crushing guilt. IWT students focus on big wins instead of minutia. IWT students don't worry about saving $2 or $3 on lattes, knowing that in the grand scheme of things, that money is largely meaningless. Plus, as cognitive misers, we have limited cognition and attention, so each additional thing we try to focus on means an overall reduced amount of willpower and attention. If you had to use your limited willpower to cut back on $2 a day of something you love versus learning how to negotiate a $10,000 salary increase, which would you rather do? Minutia-focused people try to focus on everything, rarely prioritizing. They obsess over their monthly spending as much as turning the oven light off, never understanding the futility of trying to trick human nature. They use phrases like, I just need to, and yeah, I really should, and if I just try harder this month, I should be able to. True masters of human behavior understand our shortcomings and use systems, automation, and a judicious use of our limited willpower to tackle the things that really matter while ignoring the rest. Once you adopt this frame, you'll see it everywhere. You'll see people dutifully trying to cut back on small daily expenditures, then getting frustrated when it adds up to very little, and they yo-yo right back to their former behavior. You'll see them sporadically jumping from expert to expert, like others jump from diet to diet, searching for that one magic bullet that will solve all their problems, all the while never understanding the mechanics of what actually works. Ironically, if you suggest that they focus on doing a few big wins, like learning how to negotiate their salary or earn money on the side, the very same people will claim they're too busy to do that. Indeed. This is a fascinating wrinkle in human behavior. People will continue to do something even if it doesn't work, instead of potentially trying something that might actually work but is novel and therefore scary to them. Even if their closest friend has used these strategies and techniques to pay off tens of thousands of dollars of debt. Even if they see examples of people just like them who have changed their lives. Even if they trust that the techniques work for other people, many of us will use barriers like, well, that might work for him, but I have, insert seeming unique situation that is not really unique at all. I find this human tendency totally astonishing. This is why you see people who have been working out for 3 years but haven't lost much weight at all. Yet when you suggest they try getting a personal trainer, even for a week, they say, I could never do that, it's too expensive. Same with diets, and money, and relationships. Today, a short primer on the difference between the I will teach you to be rich approach and many others approaches. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled The Big Wins Manifesto by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And this episode was brought to you by SendPro from Pitney Bowes. SendPro has 3 times the features of Stamps.com at 1/3 the price. Some of those features? Well, you can print stamps from your computer, which is going to save you a lot of time and money, especially because Pitney Bowes has negotiated special rates for SendPro users, with savings starting at 3 cents per stamp. And you don't even need any special equipment or software to do it. It works right from the web. So try it out. You can get an incredible deal only through pb.com/finance. You'll get SendPro free for 90 days. You'll get a free 10-pound scale. And when your free trial is over, you'll get SendPro for only $5 a month, which is a rate that's good for the lifetime of your SendPro subscription. That's $5 a month compared to $15.99 a month for Stamps.com, which is 3 times the features of Stamps.com at 1/3 the price. Again, you can get all of that through our special link, which is pb.com/finance. And I'll have that link in this episode's description for you as well. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks again for listening, everybody. I'm going to be back tomorrow to finish up this post with part 2. So I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.